Hey there, everybody. Matt Carter here.
And Jessica Carter from CarterMatt.com.
We've already made it to the end of the road for The Circle Season 1. But that does not mean that we are done discussing, because this video is all about a possible Season 2. We will share what we know. We'll talk about if there are changes that need to be made and sort of sum up what we thought about the first season overall.
Yep.
Before we do, though, if you like this video, give us a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any other updates. Okay, so let us kick this off by just sort of giving an overall look at it. I mean, how we think Season 1 is doing, because let's be honest here. Ratings are going to be what determines a Season 2. But Netflix, they don't release any ratings, so we don't have info.
No, they rarely do. But,
Yeah.
I mean, there seemed to be a lot of engagement, at least on social media. I'm seeing a lot of people talking about, especially these past 4 episodes that just dropped the other day. So that was pretty good to see. Like, it was every couple seconds there was people tweeting about it. So
Yeah.
at least there's that kind of engagement going on. And it tells me, like, yesterday it was really early on in the day that
Yeah.
people were already talking about who won.
Yeah.
So people were staying at home and they were binge watching it.
Yeah.
Which is what Netflix likes to see.
It is, and like 3 days ago, I wasn't super confident about another season, but it's like today I'm actually feeling fairly confident because there was so much buzz around the finale.
Yeah.
I think Netflix did the smartest thing they could in not putting the entire season out at once, because I think they allowed time for more press to build around it. They aired it at a time when there was no Survivor. They got lucky that Big Brother didn't do a celebrity season, and Julie Chen just wanted to torture everyone for 3 months instead.
I also think they did a really smart thing on releasing the first 4 episodes on January 1st when everybody's home.
Yeah.
Nobody has anything to watch. There's no new TV going on. It is just TV wasteland.
Yeah.
And then you have this brand new show that's really exciting that you can binge watch and get right into. And they were really smart and with their cliffhangers.
Yeah. I think the other thing that probably benefits them, this can't cost all that much to make. Like, let's be real here. You're putting people in a set that's already been pre-built.
Yep.
And then you're just having them do various things on some fancy computer screens. I
Yep.
mean, that's the fundamental thing of the show. I mean, yeah, you have to send somebody out to get food for, like, those fancy table settings. But
that's about it.
yeah, you're not casting famous people. You have a relatively inexpensive cash prize compared to some other shows.
Yeah, I think that Netflix has got to be happy with the engagement that's been going on. I mean, we've been doing videos. We've seen lots of other people doing videos. We've seen sites talking about it. We've seen people on social media talking about it. There has been a good amount of engagement with this show.
Yeah.
So at the very least, they should be happy with that. That's something that they can build off of.
Yeah, and it's sort of like you see someone go on Shark Tank sometimes, and they're like, I'm creating a new category, and sometimes the sharks like roll their eyes at the assertion, but The Circle is kind of like creating a new category for itself on Netflix. They have other reality shows, but I don't think they have another one that's quite like this, that really fits into that, like, Survivor or Amazing Race or, like, The Mole or, like, any of those, like, classic reality competition shows. They gotta feel okay with themselves.
Yeah.
Pat on the back.
Pat on the back.
All right, so...
We're patting ourselves on the back.
Well,
like
okay.
We've done something.
I can't pat the net... Like, Reed Hastings is not in this office for me to pat him on the back, so I gotta figure out another way. Okay, but let's talk a little bit, though, about... I think while this first season was very, very fun...
Yeah, it was so fun.
I mean, let's run through quickly, I think, some of the things that were great. I mean, the casting, obviously, phenomenal.
This casting was out of sight. I
Yeah.
absolutely loved this casting. I know that I've said that a million times, and you guys are all probably sick of hearing about it, but I just can't get over how good this cast was. They were really smart and engaging and diverse and fun, and just like, even the people who played this game badly, it was so much fun to watch them.
Yeah.
Like, it was great.
My favorite part of this season was actually like the weirdo challenges, like, okay, make a cake, or paint something, or trivia night. Like, I enjoyed the randomness and the fun. I hope they keep all that stuff. I hope they don't just toss that into the nearest waste bin.
Yeah.
They can keep all that the same. I think we had good narration, funny host.
Absolutely. This host is aces. Absolutely loved her.
Yeah, I think all of that stuff works fairly well. But I think in season 2, if you're going to shake it up a little bit, I think the first thing is I think you need a more cutthroat group of players, because at times we were kind of teetering on Kumbaya Circle here or there, with a lot of the players kind of talking a lot about how much they loved each other. There wasn't a lot of like big time backstabbing at the end. It was very much a, we're a family, which is nice, but I think you can't do the same thing every season.
I think what they needed to kind of do is if they send in a cast that comes together like the way our core did, and they came together in a big, strong way.
Yeah.
They need to have people in the wings that are not just, okay, we have Miranda who played bad, and Adam who's playing bad, and, Bill who thinks is salty.
Yeah.
They need to keep, like, a Chris in the wings, that they know that someone is going to be very charismatic, is going to put in the work, is going to make sure that there's a way to break through. Because as close as that group was, I feel that somebody, if a Chris came in later, he would have broken into that group. Or even a Sammy, who is very genuine, has a lot of charisma herself as well. You want to like her, you want to be around her. She puts in the effort, and I think someone like that could have broken through, and that would have shaken it up in a way that we don't need, like, a Bill who's salty or an Ed who's kind of like, I'm going to just stir the pot just to stir it.
Yeah. We need people like that. I think we need also... I don't think we can call anyone super fans when there's only one season that's been out, but I think now that they've had a season out there, I hope they cast a couple of people who are like big time fans of The Circle season 1. Maybe they've watched the UK version, and they kind of come in with an idea of sort of how to play the game in advance, because this time, new product, a lot of these people, I don't foresee them trying to get their hands on the UK version before they went in there. I think it would benefit them to have people who know the game.
No, I agree. I think it would be, super fans a little early for that, but some people that have at least now know how the game is played, because even us watching it, we didn't know. We didn't know how voting was going to work. We didn't know how the winner was going to be picked. We didn't know anything.
Let's talk about the release structure now, because...
No, it needs to change.
Yeah.
The dropping of the 4 episodes at a time, I get that you Netflix, you are a binge-watching model.
Yeah.
I absolutely understand. But this show needs to be released one at a time. It just can't be these big batches, at least for what I've seen with engagement on YouTube and on Twitter and all around.
Yeah.
People would binge watch all 4, and then they would really only talk about that last episode more than anything else.
Yeah.
And there's so much meat in these other 3 episodes, and all these moments that nobody's really talking about, because everybody's talking about that last episode cliffhanger. Yeah. And so I would like to see a model where it's one every maybe... I don't know, if you want them to you want 4 a week, then at least release 1 every other day. But I would prefer it to be maybe 2 a week.
Here's
because we only had 2 weeks of this show. 2 weeks. It was like this, and it's over. Like, I am not happy with it.
I'm gonna go for a happy medium between you and between Netflix. I think Monday, Wednesday, Friday. 3 episodes a week. You don't have to wait that long. The longest you have to wait is 2 days between an episode. If you still do 12, it means, you can still get them out there, but it'll take a little bit longer to finish the season this way, so you have a little bit more engagement, and you have opportunities for everyone to come on and talk about the show. Yeah. And you can watch them all with a 1-month subscription to Netflix. So there's no complaining of, I had to, pay for another month or whatever. Yep. You can still get it done within a month span of time. I think your idea is fun too, though. I think 2 a week's also cool.
It also gives, more of an opportunity for people to get to know the people on the show and get really engaged in the people on the show, because 2 weeks is not really a long time. We were kind of joking the other day even about the finale, where it's like, here's a recap of everything that happens. Like, guys, it's been 2 weeks. It hasn't been like Big Brother 3 months long where we've all forgotten what's happened. This just happened a week ago.
Yeah. And with that, we got to talk about this finale, because the finale needs to change. And I think the finale needs to change in a big way.
One of the things that I really want to see changed on the finale is I want to know where the votes landed. I want to know why Joey won.
Yeah.
Who voted for him? Like, at the end of Survivor, you get to see people flip over their cards at the end of each episode of, oh, I voted for this person, I voted for this person. We do not know how the votes landed. Who voted for him to win? Yeah. Why did Rebecca end up in the bottom? Who didn't vote for her? Well, I guess nobody did, but you know what I mean. Yeah. I want to know who gave Joey this win and who didn't.
Yeah, and I want to know kind of why the strategies were what they were. I want to see more fun, less recapping. I think maybe having a smaller group of finalists and giving a vote to maybe the collective of the other contestants who were there. Maybe another couple of twists at the end. But I think having 5 people at the end was a lot. I think the recaps were a lot. I don't think we need to have a final episode be that much regurgitation. Just allow it to be fun, but also remember there are a lot of people who are watching who are really engaged in the strategy of it all. Because that's what we watch Big Brother and a lot of other stuff for too, right?
Yeah, the recaps, they have to go. Unless you're going to bring us some moments that we didn't get to see. I would love to see something like that. But otherwise, I don't need to see something I just binge watch the same day that I'm watching this. Or, last week. It's too soon.
Yeah.
But I would like to also see more engagement from the people who were blocked. Let's talk a little bit more with them, or them even asking some more questions from people that they didn't get to talk to when they got blocked. Like, just a little more, put the finalist a little more in the hot seat. Even if they don't get a collective vote, which I would love. It's a great idea.
Yeah.
I would like to see a little bit more of not just, you were great, no, you were great, no, you were so funny, and you were the funniest. I want to see a little more, okay, you got here, but let's talk about who you stepped on to get here, or what you did to get here.
Here's my last, I guess, scheduling idea. I know you could probably wait a year and do another season like January 1st next year. But if you're Netflix, and this is really taking off for you, strike while the iron is hot.
Oh, please don't make us wait a year.
Well, my idea is maybe June 1st, maybe Memorial Day, you put out another season, you do it 3 episodes a week, and then guess what? By the time it's done, Big Brother will be on.
You're not competing.
You don't have to compete with it. You don't have to worry about Survivor. That will be already over. Please, Netflix. It's a very hard time for all of us in the TV industry. We need something to talk about for those 3 weeks.
Oh, absolutely. And again, like they released it on January 1st, which I think was really smart. There's no TV. There's nothing happening. Memorial Day, same thing. Yeah, people might be out barbecuing or doing whatever, but then they are going to come home and watch this.
Yeah. So those are just some thoughts on season 2. We'll see if a renewal happens, and hopefully we have a lot to be excited about. But what would you guys want to see on The Circle Season 2, provided we get one? Share in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, give us a like, subscribe, and you can support us further by checking that link in the description to the Carter Matt store, and we'll see you here next time.